Hey people of VC, it's Andy, cloudy, milder, feeling just a wee bit stupid this evening. As the title suggests, I'm going to be opening a box of stuff I received from Greg the Egg, BlackmoreRules. Regular watchers of this channel know that Greg sent me a ton of stuff in the past. He's an incredibly generous guy, and he said he was going to send me one CD, an Iron Kingdom CD, and that's how Greg, he packages it well, so much that the stiffener is stuff, and usually it's a lot of cool stuff, and usually there's a lot of funny stuff in there as well. Greg, I know you won't thank me for telling everybody this, but Greg's not he's a bit under the weather at the moment, and he's not very well, so that's why he's not been doing videos recently. And Greg's the sort of guy that takes great pleasure in making everybody else happy, but he doesn't, necessarily want people to worry about him. But I wouldn't normally have called you out on this, Greg, but Shirley did say that I should perhaps do a little video to help cheer you up, and your package arrived today, so I figured it was the perfect opportunity. So get well soon, my friend, and thank you very, very much again for this package. Now, I started off saying I feel a bit stupid because I've just recorded about 10 to 15 minutes and the camera wasn't even on. So I know a lot of stuff that's in this package already, unfortunately. So I still haven't been through the whole lot, so there's still going to be some surprise on here. But the first thing I pulled out, which is very topical, but something I definitely won't be keeping up at the moment, is a Michael Jackson, a Forever Michael, a license plate. So very topical, but for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, so I did show off this bunch of CDs, but I'll do them again quickly. This Roots of Iron Maiden CD, it's an all-star tribute album, and the bizarre thing is it seems to have Paul Di'Anno on it, which I don't know, it just seems wrong having Paul Di'Anno on a tribute to Iron Maiden CD, but there we go. There's a Chevy Blue Sky Mind CD. I've heard of this band, but I couldn't tell you what they sounded like, so that will be one to explore. There's some Tank Live, War of Attrition, Live 81. I have most of the Tank albums on vinyl, but that is pretty cool. Some Thunder Pussy, really good hard rock band. I think they're quite explicit in the lyrics, but a lot of fun, and they kick ass, so that's really good. These ones, I've never heard of these, the Eyeliners, no apologies. So Greg is a big, he likes his all-girl bands and female-fronted bands, so he always turns me on to a few of these. These girls look a little bit more, or women even, yes, look more sort of maybe punk pop type, more upbeat. Isotopes, I think they are a punk band. Looking at that picture, yeah, maybe. There's a few Black Sabbath oriented things in this package. Okay, so the first, so this is Hail to the Stone Age Gods, a tribute to Black Sabbath, and I've not heard of many of the bands on here. Premonition, Silencer, Teabag, Power God, Magica, New Eden. They're all new bands to me, so that'll be interesting to hear their take on the Sabbath songs. There's this album, Sabbath Past Lives. It looks like a compilation. 2 CD. So very cool. Greg sent me a CD box set of all the Black Sabbath first 8 albums in the last package, which was awesome. So this is the CD I knew it was coming. It's Iron Kingdom, A Curse of the Voodoo Queen. Iron Kingdom are they're not an Iron Maiden clone, but they're very Iron Maiden sounding, and they're really, really good. Canadian metal band. I know Greg's seen them a few times. Everything I own by Iron Kingdom, I own thanks to Greg. It was signed as well, which is really cool. This one is new to me as well. I don't know if this is another Canadian band. What's on Eat Metal Records? So these guys are called Strike Light, My Living Hell. I'm guessing traditional metal band. I may be wrong. There's a couple by this band. Yeah, the Black Halos. Don't know them at all. So there's the Violent Years and Alive Without Control. I'm wondering whether that's a live album. Obviously that's a studio album. Know nothing about this band at all, but kind of looking at the black spiky hair, they're more of a, I'm guessing they're more of a modern metal sounding band, but I know nothing of them. No clue at all. So if you've heard of the Black Halos, let me know. There's a sampler from Classic Rock magazine, New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal. Again, lots about, oh, it's got Grand Majors on here, I know them. White Wizard, but bands like Destroy, 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 Witchcraft, Savage Blade, Stuka Squadron, Cauldron on here as well. So guessing this is a Canadian Classic Rock magazine CD. I don't know. There we go. Some Grim Reaper, and this has got a squiggle on it as well. So I don't know whose signatures they may be or whether they're authentic or not. But that is very cool to have. I don't have any Grim Reaper on CD. This box is pretty bashed up, but that's okay. So this is a band called Acid Love Bites. Japanese band by the looks of it. Know nothing about these, but they kind of look like they might be Good Time Boys. So that's the cover. It's pretty beat up. I don't know if that happened in transit, but I can replace that, no problem. Another compilation. This is the Black Sabbath, the Dio years. I do like the Black Sabbath, the Dio years. So yeah, looks like a CD1 compilation, and on the second disc, some live tracks. So yeah, pretty cool. Happy to have that one. I do have this one though, Greg, Finding the Sacred Heart by Dio live in Philly, 86. So I will pass this on to somebody more deserving. So that was the CDs I'd gone through. I pulled out a DOA 7-inch, World War III. What you're going to do. Greg is a massive DOA fan, Canadian punk band. And just before I realised that the camera wasn't recording, there's a couple of these guitar magazines. Women in Rock. Say Greg's a big, and I am as well, fan of female metal bands. So that's from, it's Canadian. It's from March 1988. Oh yeah, sorry, that's Kelly Johnson, Girl School, isn't it? I didn't notice to start with. So big Girl School fan. And this one's got Iron Maiden on the front. Now I'm not sure this will make me a better guitar player because I can't play the guitar, but it should be a lot of fun finding out. So this is from November '83, so some classic magazines there to have a flick through. That should be quite cool. So now I'm up to the point where I realise I've messed up. Still stuff in the box. So let's see. So okay, yes, there's usually a novelty item or two in here. It's not Donnie Marie. It is, wow, it's a clear red vinyl. It's physical fitness for preschool. There you go. Now, unfortunately, I am no longer in preschool, so I don't really qualify for playing this, but I do wonder whether it's something Michael would have enjoyed in his day. Yes. That's actually the second, I don't know what you're trying to say, but that's the second physical fitness record that you've sent me over the years, Greg. So were you suggesting I could do the shaping up a bit? Right, what is that? Okay, there's a few records in the box as well. So I think I've got all that. I've got through all the CDs. There's a. Okay, this is a feels like a T-shirt in a BC Lions, Greg's American football team, Canadian football team. So there's a couple of T-shirts there. I know Greg's a big T-shirt person. He always opens them last, so I will open those last. And some records in here as well. So let's have a look at this. So, okay, the flip sides. Clever one. Anyone heard of these? I certainly have not. Yeah, interesting. I'm not even sure when this is from. No date. No inner sleeve. Ah, there's a I'm guessing it's kind of a upbeat, punky, poppy type band. Who knows? I will certainly find out soon enough, though. What else do we have here? US Kicks. I've not heard these guys either. Is this the same as? It's not the same as Kicks, is it? Cool Kids. This is on Atlantic from 1983. It's a Canadian pressing. Again, if you know any of these bands, then do let me know. Because as with any Greg's package, it's difficult to know where to start. So if there's anything here and I'm saying I don't know what it is, and you think it's like start there, then unless it's the physical fitness one. Tees, Tour of Japan. Again, I have heard of Tees. This looks like 70s rock. Yes, this is 78. I've heard of Tees, but I don't own anything by them, so this will be interesting. I'm not sure what type of 70s rock they are. Now that is, look at that for a bullet hole. Okay, that's an interesting type of cover. Page in the middle. Picture of them there as well. I'm guessing a live album, but again, I don't know what sound they are. I could kind of hazard a guess it being 78, but it'll be fun finding out. My knowledge of 70s rock and metal is pretty shocking, so it's all a voyage of discovery for me. Again, don't know these ones. Hellfield. Anyone know these guys? The Pact. Another 1978. Yeah. I'm guessing 70s hard rock. It's got the keyboards in there though, so who knows? Epic. I don't know. It's all a mystery. What else do we have? A couple more, a few more records in here actually. This one I do know. And this is pretty cool because this is Trust with Repression. I do have this album, but I have, how quickly can I put it out? I have the English language version. So this is all the songs. Trust are a French band. They're not famous for Anthrax covering a song, but Anthrax covered Antisocial. That's kind of why most people have heard them. So I have this copy of Repression, which is the band have recorded the album. I think they've re-recorded everything and they sing it in English, whereas this is the original French language version where they sing in French. So yeah, pretty cool. Happy to have that one. I got 2 copies. In fact, I got 2 copies of that. Have I got 2 copies of that? Well. And I got 3 copies. 2 English and 1 French. The bizarre thing about that, actually, Antisocial, I think I might have said this before, is I had the French band and the original writers of Antisocial singing Antisocial in English, and I have a version of Anthrax doing Antisocial singing it in French. But now I've got the full circle. Okay, next up we have, oh, very cool cover. But again, I don't know this band. You're really throwing them out there this time, Greg. So this is Picture, Eternal Dark. Oh, I love that cover. So where's this from? Possibly a Dutch band. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh no, I've heard of Picture. Yeah, I have heard of these. Oh, very cool. How many times can I say very cool? What year though? It's a Dutch press in 1983. Awesome, that might be the first one I throw on. Yes. There we go. I was waiting for it. Anne Marie, there's a hippo in my tub. That will go very nicely with my other copies of Anne Marie, there's a hippo in my tub, and Anne Marie, there's a hippo in my tub. And I also have a CD copy of that as well. You've still not found me a cassette copy, Greg, so that's your next challenge. Excuse me, thirsty work there. So that's the box empty, so that just leaves the two t-shirts, so we'll open those up and see. And the first one is, oh, it's an Iron Maiden t-shirt. That's quite a cool Iron Maiden t-shirt actually. Doesn't look like official merch, but who cares? Kind of Power Slave era maybe. I like that. Thank you. Cool. You'll see me wearing that in an up and coming vid, and let's open the last one. And this one looks huge actually. It's inside out to prolong the agony, and it is, oh wow, it's another Maiden t-shirt. It's a Wicker Man. How's about that then? Final Frontier. World Tour, North America. Very cool. Oh, Greg, this is should be me sending you gifts and stuff, but hopefully the gift of me opening your package and thoroughly enjoying everything you've sent, especially the Anne Murray. You can't have too many copies of Anne Murray. Hope you're back on your feet soon, Greg. Best wishes. Thanks again for everything you send and being such a good friend and giving me a good laugh and keeping my spirits up as well. Catch you on again soon. Cheers. Oh, check out Greg's channel. Subscribe. He needs more subs.